Today I'm gonna be testing viral TikTok recipes, but they're all gluten-free. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna be making little mini waffles on a stick with some fruit and then some chocolate drizzled on it. That literally sounds insane. I'm so excited about this one. And so this one is not naturally gluten-free. So I'm gonna make my own gluten-free waffle recipe and then follow the rest of the steps of the TikTok. And for my waffles, I'm gonna start out with about a ½ cup of almond milk. This is a third cup, so I'm adding a little extra. 2 eggs. See if I can crack it with one hand with my left hand. It can't. I did! I'm so proud. I'm also going to add a touch of vanilla. I like a lot of vanilla in everything all the time. I'm actually also going to add a little touch of maple syrup just so the waffles have a little sweetness to them. Okay, I'm gonna mix all that together. Okay, I'm going to add 1 cup of all-purpose gluten-free flour. This is the best one by far. And then I'm gonna do about ½ cup of almond flour. Then I'm gonna add about 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, then a little pinch of salt. Mix that all up. All right, we're taking about ½ stick of melted butter. That's honestly probably too hot to put in here, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. And I know that's not like technically correct to add butter at the end of recipes. My batter always like seizes a little bit if I add it earlier because the batter's like cool and the butter's warm. So my batter's looking a little bit thicker than I want it, so I'm gonna add about a ½ cup of almond milk more. Time to get out our waffle iron. Pour some of our batter in here. And while I'm waiting for that to cook, I'm going to slice up some strawberries and bananas to go on the skewers. That's how it's supposed to be, I promise. I think. That looks so good. Probably shouldn't be using my hands, but I am. All right, just gonna give this a slice. The age-old question is, pancakes or waffles? I think I have to go with waffles. There's so many compartments for butter and syrup, but let me know which you prefer. All right, we're gonna slice up our strawberries. I love stuff that's delicious, but I also am obsessed with stuff that's just cute. Now to make this all fit perfectly on the skewer, I am going to use a little tiny circle cookie cutter. There we go, just perfect little waffle circles. I love the little waffle circles. I also feel like you could customize these with like whatever fruits you like. Ooh, or you could even, if you like have a little breakfast party, you could have like a little spread and everyone could make their own special customized waffle skewers. Okay, so the skewers I found are like extra long, so this is not going to fill them up. We'll make it work with what we find. I feel like this is like a child like art project. How? Absolutely adorable. I feel like that is so cute. Second one, done. Now we're just going to drizzle on some melted chocolate. Thinnest drizzle I've ever seen. Okay, and then we're gonna do some white chocolate. I'm a white chocolate girl, so I need one with white chocolate. And they're all done. Okay, now it's time for the taste test. Time to see if this is worth all the TikTok hype. Just based on appearances, I feel like it's going to be. I'm not too sure how to approach it. Like a kebab, I guess. It's like a little fruit waffle sandwich. How freaking cute. So freaking good. The chocolate adds the most perfect hint of sweetness. It's not too much at all. That's actually insane. I will have like a buffet of these someday. Creativity, fun, aesthetics, cuteness, and taste. Easy, 10 out of 10. Easy. For a second opinion, just to make sure I'm not biased, because I made it, I'm gonna bring in my husband and he's gonna try the milk chocolate one.
Oh, I'm gonna just eat it on the stick.
Yeah,
I might eat the stick.
Oh, don't do that.
It's no guarantees. Wow, that's really good.
Isn't that just fun?
Wow, 10 out of 10. That's really good.
On to the next. Stick around because I have 3 more viral TikTok recipes that could be incredible or not live up to the hype. Okay, this recipe I'm honestly probably most excited about because it's one of the cutest things I have ever seen. Okay, we're going to be making, honestly I don't know how to say it, lemon passe? Passette? I feel like it's passe, and you don't say the T, but I could be completely wrong. But it's basically just like a little lemon custard, but it's inside of a lemon, and that is so cute. I already love lemon flavored things, so this is right up my alley. So I'm gonna start by peeling just the tiniest, thinnest layer of a little bit of one of my lemons because I don't have a lemon zester. This is my just a little way of getting around that. So I just peel the tiniest layer, making sure I don't get too much of like the white part because that's bitter. I need to just buy a lemon zester, honestly. You know, in a pinch, this does get the job done. So I'm going to honestly continue around like the whole lemon. Okay, now that I have little sections of the peel, I'm just gonna like mince it really finely so it like actually mimics the lemon zest. All right, I think that's just about good. Now we are going to slice these lemons in half. Perfect. Nice tiny little lemons. And I'm gonna try and dig out this middle part with a spoon. Everybody cover your eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh, that actually was easier than I thought it'd be. And now I have a perfect little lemon boat for our cream. All right, I'm gonna do that for the other three. Also, if you hear any noise, it's probably thunder because today and yesterday, we've had non-stop tornado warnings, but I'm baking to avoid the stress. There we go. I'm obsessed with the little just shells. It reminds me of those like sorbets that you can get from Costco. Where it's like a bunch of sorbets like in the fruit. Shells, 3 down. And I'm sure none of it is caught on camera, but I'm covered in lemon juice. Our perfect little lemon shells. Now I need some lemon juice, and I fear I'm just gonna look extremely unelegant when I do this, but I'm just gonna squeeze these. I just don't need that much lemon juice, and I don't have a lemon squeezer, but I have hands.
God gave you 2.
I'll try and make this like look a little daintier. That should be good. We are going to now add half a cup of heavy cream into a saucepan. We're going to add our lemon zest to that. The recipe calls for sugar, but I don't eat refined sugars, so I'm going to be using a little bit of maple syrup because I want to be able to test these recipes. About, a little more than a tablespoon of maple syrup. So now over low heat, I'm just gonna kind of wait until this all combines. Okay, so I'm going to add some lemon juice into this and then a little bit of vanilla as well. Gonna mix that together, and this should make it thicken up a little bit, which honestly it's already doing, which is pretty wild. And now I'm gonna strain it so we get all the like little pieces of that lemon zest out. It seriously smells so good. And look at that beautiful like pale yellow color. I feel like this is like the perfect spring, summer, little just light fruity dessert. I'm so excited. That looks so nice. Okay, now I'm just gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes, and then it's time to fill our little lemons. I'm so impressed with like how much this thickened up. Normally I would think you'd need like an egg yolk or something like that to achieve this texture, but that's really just beautiful and silky. It literally looks just like the Costco lemon sorbets. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this. This is so cute. I spilt. We did have enough for all 4. I'm gonna put them in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours, and then I'm gonna give them a try. I don't trust myself to carry these to the fridge. They look so cute. Okay, our little lemon dessert has been in the fridge and it's all ready. It's crazy, like it just completely solidified. They literally look perfect. In the TikTok, she puts some sugar on top and brulees it. I don't eat refined sugar and I wanna try them, but I know that would make them even better. That would be incredible. Let's try them. That's just like delicious looking. Pudding textured. All right, I'm gonna try it. That's like stupid. How good that is? That's like actually insane. It almost tastes like slightly melted like lemon ice cream, but it's super sweet. The lemon is subtle, but it's also there. It's bright, it's super springy. I feel like even people that aren't like the biggest lemon people might still like this because it's not too much. Cuteness, creativity, flavor. That's like an easy 9.5 out of 10. That's perfection. Okay, obsessed. On to the next. Okay, so the next viral recipe that we're gonna be trying is pancake cereal. This went viral a while back, but it's still been on my mind, so I really wanted to try it. And for this, we're gonna use the same batter as we did for the waffles, but we're just gonna make little teeny tiny pancakes. I've seen some people do it. I might try some milk. Okay, these are already too big. There we go. We got one good one. It would take a really long time to get like a big bowl of these. I kind of take back everything I said before. It's probably worth it. I'm gonna try and flip them with a knife. It's just like a little spatula, you know? Yeah, that's freaking cute. Just little baby pancakes. My first little batch. I might have to do a couple more batches of these. I'll probably be standing here at the stove for a while, but will it be worth it? We'll see. 25 little baby pancakes in that pan. That's a perfect pancake, and my gosh, they are precious. Our little mini pancake cereal is finally ready. So I'm gonna pour on a little bit of syrup, and I'm gonna give them a try. Just a bowl of pancakes. It's very good, but it's just a pancake. Maybe I should try it with milk and see if that changes anything. I feel like it's not gonna change things for the better, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna pour a little bit of almond milk in here. Looks so weird. Cheers. It might help. It doesn't. I think it's a fun thing for like if you want an activity, if you just like, you know, want to take some cute pictures of the little mini pancakes. I'm giving this like a 3 out of 10. It's a little more trouble than it's worth, but it is fun. So if you're looking for something fun and not terribly practical, I say give it a go. So for this recipe, I'm gonna be trying the chocolate covered frozen yogurt bites. These look absolutely delicious and they're only 3 ingredients, so they should be super simple. First, I'm gonna start by cutting up some strawberries. We're just gonna chop these up. That's such a good strawberry, that's crazy. I've seen some people do this with blueberries, but I am in such a strawberry phase. All of a sudden, I'm obsessed. I literally like didn't even care about them before, and all of a sudden, they're like my favorite thing. So I think this is gonna be so good. All right, I think that that's good. I want them pretty small so they mix like seamlessly in with the yogurt. Okay, so I'm gonna put about a ½ cup of strawberries in this bowl. I'm making a pretty small batch because I'm making a lot of recipes today and I don't need that much. All right, we have some extras for me to eat later. All right, now I have some 100% grass-fed organic Greek yogurt. That's maybe too many words. I can't open it. I'm not really a yogurt connoisseur, but I can't resist strawberries. It smells like yogurt. All right, we're gonna plop this into the bowl. And this is definitely more strawberries than yogurt, just how I want it. All right, we're just gonna mix these up. Now, I do have a suspicion like this would taste considerably better if like you added a little bit of vanilla and maybe a little bit of a sweetener, but I've seen people make it like this, so I'm gonna just follow along. All right, we got it all mixed. All right, now we're just gonna make some little, let's be honest, just little blobs of yogurt. Yogurt and berries on some parchment so it doesn't stick. I'm not gonna make mine too big because I feel like that would hurt my teeth if they're frozen and I try to bite into that. I feel like they're already looking pretty cute. We're gonna freeze them and then we're gonna dip them in chocolate, and that is gonna be a great time. So I'm gonna put these in the freezer and then I'm gonna check back on them in a little bit. I just pulled our little strawberry yogurt bites out of the freezer, and now I'm gonna dip them in some melted dark chocolate. Kind of spread that around. Okay, I drizzled 2 of those in chocolate, and honestly, I wanna try one by itself. I'm gonna give this a try. It's pretty crazy because the yogurt and strawberries are frozen. The chocolate almost immediately hardened. It's so hard. I'm sure that's for somebody. I'm sure there are people out there that would really enjoy this. Like I was saying earlier, I think that the yogurt just needs to maybe be vanilla yogurt or just needs a little bit of sweetener and some vanilla. I like that it's like a nice healthy treat because it mostly just tastes like plain Greek yogurt and strawberry. I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. Okay, so those are all the recipes I'm gonna try today. Let me know which one y'all think looked the best, which one would you try, and let me know if there are any other viral recipes that you wanna see me try. If you like this kind of video, please hit subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I'm back, I don't really have anywhere to go.